congratulations for being a part of this project. So when when they first pitched it to you, what was going through your mind?
It just, I mean, it's really hard to talk about things that caused you a lot of pain, really and truly. But I've been through a lot of my life that has been even more painful than this at this point. You know, postpartum depression. My second son had open heart surgery. You know, in retrospect, what I went through, you know, when I was younger in life with being in a girl band with Lou, is nothing compared to those real things. But it still was painful, and it still caused a lot of trauma in my life. And so I felt immediately a little vulnerable and like, oh, I'm going to be exposed. But the thing is like, I trust Lance. I've known him forever. He's been a dear friend forever. He's a person of integrity, and he's always been a really good friend. And I believed him when he said, you know, this is what we're trying to make. And when you see the movie, what he said, what everyone said they were trying to do, they did just that. So I'm actually really proud of them.
So what was your angle or perspective, that the story that you wanted to tell without, you know, hurting yourself too much?
I think I was pretty honest in the documentary, because I mean, if I'm going to show up, I'm going to be truthful. I think my different perspective was the fact that I was the only girl, I was the member of the only girl band that Lou had. And I mean, the fact that we even existed really was an accident. And for Lou, you know, I don't think he ever sought out to really make a girl band. I think he was just, you know, trying to make Justin's mother happy. And that's fine. You know, we got experiences out of it. Like, I met my husband there. But that's a very different experience than the guys had, and a very different relationship with Lou than the boys had with him. So I think I bring about the only really, besides the moms, female perspective on the situation.
A lot of people probably have never heard of Innocence, the group.
I would dare to say that 99% of the world has not heard of Innocence, spelled with S's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you want to basically like tell the world this story, especially people know the Lou Pearlman associated with boy bands, but then they'll be surprised that there is a female perspective.
Yeah, I think people would have been very surprised that he had a girl band. You know, at the end of the day, like, I think it's always important to have both the male and the female perspective in any situation. They're different, and they both also complement each other in certain ways. And I think that you also gain a bigger audience whenever you have both voices in the story. And at the end of the day, I was a person who was, you know, a part of not just the girl band. I was there the day NSYNC signed their record contract. You know, so I actually saw the whole thing from the time that NSYNC came together all the way through to the very end. So, you know, I think my voice specifically can speak to not just my experience in Innocence, but what also I saw and experienced with all the boys that were involved as well.
Now, with this experience yourself with Lou Pearlman, this basically tarnished your music career from now on? I mean, like, you don't want to go back at all?
No, I don't. I'm not going on tour or any, you know, no. You know, one thing it did teach me was that I just wanted a different environment for my life. You know, I wanted something a little more structured. I wanted there to be a union involved, a little protection. But yeah, I quickly learned after that might not be what I do. With that being said, I am going to do a movie soon that I'm going to be singing in. So that, you know, that'll be really fun. And in that environment, you know, I'm down for that, but no more music business stuff.
But now you have a very solid film and TV career. I mean, what's the huge difference here? Better protections?
Oh yeah, well, we have SAG-AFTRA. that protect us, from getting taken advantage of, which is incredible. We have certain hours that we can work. We have certain turnarounds that we have, certain, amounts of money that we make. And that feels really good. You get to be an artist, but you get to be an artist where there are boundaries on what people can take from you. And that's really nice. Also, I get to be at home with my family a lot more, which is the most important thing.
Excellent. And what do you hope that when people watch this documentary, listen to you on the screen, what do they hope that they would learn from you?
I think the biggest thing is there was a decision that I made in the very beginning when I first got offered the contract. And I took it to an amazing attorney who said, you will be committing career suicide if you do this. And then I also had something deep inside my gut that said, do not do this. And I did it anyway. Mm-hmm. And I think and I talk about that, and I think if there was one thing that somebody could take away from my experience is if something inside of you says that it's not right, it's probably not right. Mm. And you need to listen to that, especially as an artist, because we're trained to just say yes to every opportunity or yes to everything because when will it come again? Or, there's that insecurity involved, and it's not worth it. Actually, nothing's worth your integrity, and nothing's worth, you feeling like what we went through or going what we went through at the end of the day. So that's what I would want people to take away.
Excellent. Well, everything works out in the end for you.
I mean, life is not bad. I got 2 kids and a husband, and but yeah, the journey back, the climbing up that mountain to get to where I am today was not an easy one. Yeah.
Excellent. Hey, thank you for speaking with me.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.